You were sitting in the living room of Jeon's house. You had come to stay with your sister for a few days as your parents had left for a business trip. The Jeon family house was big, too big. Every corner looked expensive and every little thing shined with elegance. Mrs. Jeon, your elder sister's mother-in-law, suddenly turned to your sister Minji and said warmly, Minji, your sister came after so long. You should take her out for shopping or something like that. She must get bored here alone. You blinked and quickly waved your hands. Oh, no, 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 auntie. I'm fine, really. I already have everything. I don't need to buy anything. Mrs. John chuckled softly. No, dear, girls never have enough dresses and girly accessories. She then turned to Minji. Minji, take her out today and yeah, also make her eat something from any fancy restaurant. She must get bored eating same homemade food. Yes, mom, I will take her. You shook your head. No, no, please, don't bother for me. Your brother in law Gobin looked up from his phone and said, Wyan, mom is right. Get ready. We will take you to the shopping mall. You sighed, giving them a defeated look. Okay, fine, I will go. Good girl, she said softly. After a while, you stood up from the sofa saying to Mrs. June, Auntie, I need to iron my dress. I will leave for my room. Mrs. June nodded. You turned and started walking towards the guest room where you were staying. You were scrolling through your phone, looking at random pictures and messages. When suddenly you stumbled back a little as something hard, or rather, someone had collided with you. Your phone slipped from your hand and fell straight onto the floor with a loud crack. You froze. Eish, my expensive phone! You groaned with a pout as you bent down to pick it up. As you were about to pick it up from the floor to check if it was still working or not, you heard a low chuckle. It was deep, teasing, and annoyingly confident. Your hands balled into fists as you looked up to see a tall, handsome guy with black hair that was slightly blushing his hair, his sharp jawline, and a lip piercing which was glittering in the light. He was wearing a black shirt which was half unbuttoned and sleeves were rolled up, his lips curved into a smirk after seeing your grumpy face. It was Jungkook, your sister's brother-in-law. You groaned. You had seen him once or twice before during your sister's wedding, but had not talked much. You remembered him as the quiet one, cold, distant, always busy. But right now the expression on his face was anything but quiet. You frowned, glaring up at him. Are you blind or something, You yelled as you saw your broken mobile phone. He chuckled lightly, the one a person do when he tried to make another person pissed off, and it worked. It pissed you off. Can't you walk properly? You stepped closer to him. He blinked, clearly surprised. Excuse me, why are you blaming me? It is you who is at fault. Your eyes widened and you yelled with your teeth gritted. Me? Of course you. You were walking while using your phone. You shouldn't do that. You groaned annoyed beyond reason and without thinking you pushed him lightly. His breath caught in his throat. Who are you to tell me not to use my mobile, Do I need your permission to use my mobile? Jungkook eyes darkened. Miss Ryan, if I do the same thing you are doing right now, you will regret it. Hearing that, your breath hitched. You glared at him. You better stay away from me, you said, though the heat in your cheeks was betraying you. Jungkook smirked. Stupid idiot, you muttered under your breath. Jungkook poked his inner cheeks while crossing his arms over his chest, staring at you. You bent down to grab your mobile phone when you heard him chuckling darkly. You frowned and looked up at him, still bending down. Ish! Groaning, you picked up your phone and glanced at the screen. It was cracked, not just a little, completely shattered. Ah, my brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max. It broke just because of you. Jungkook pointed his finger at him. Because of me? You are just blaming me for something I have not even done. You glared at him back. Of course it broke because of you. You hiss, cutting him off. Forget it. I don't wanna waste my time with you. You turned around and stamped towards your room while clutching your cracked phone. Jungkook smirked. In the evening, the Jeon family's black luxury car pulled up outside Lode Mall, one of the most popular shopping centers in Seoul. You stepped inside the mall beside your sister Minji and her husband Gobin. The people were walking in every direction. Soft music was playing in the background, and there were many food carts. You walked beside your sister, admiring the huge stores and the colorful lights. Minji was holding Gobin's arm lovingly, and you smiled at how happily they looked together. But then Gobin suddenly leaned down towards Minji and whispered something near her ear. Darling, you both sharp. I need to make an important call. He tried his best that only Minji could hear him, but unfortunately, you also heard him. A small giggle was about to escape your mouth, but you quickly put your hand on your mouth and started looking around to pretend that you didn't hear their private conversation. Ye Gobin, how many times would you remind me? She said, whispering. Gobin pouted dramatically. But you promised me. I'll buy all of them now. Go and make an important call. You covered your mouth again, trying not to laugh loudly. Gobin nodded and quickly went to answer the call. Minty sighed in a relief. She looked at you and suddenly grabbing your wrist, she led you into a beautiful clothing boutique. The store was elegant, soft lights, shiny mannequins, racks filled with pastel colored dresses. You walked around happily while running your fingers through the smooth fabrics. The dresses were so pretty, floral prints, silk textures. You smiled to yourself while checking the mirror, trying to imagine how would you look in them. You held up a pink dress and checked yourself in the mirror. This one is cute. You smiled to yourself. You turned to show Minji a dress, but she was not there. You frowned and looked around. Uni? You called her while walking between the racks. Finally, you found her. She was standing near the section. She had a piece of black lace in her hand. Your eyes went wide. Oni, you whispered loudly as you rushed towards her. She looked at you and forced a cheeky smile. Oh, Ryan, why are you buying that? Minchi giggled quietly. Her cheeks turned slightly pink. You won't understand now. Age, why are you doing this? She turned towards you with a teasing smile. Why, you don't want to buy some for yourself? No, 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 no. What will I do even with that? She said quickly while waving your hands. She laughed. Oh, come on, why don't just buy one? You will look beautiful. Oni, what will I do? You can show me the picture. I will tell you how beautiful you look in this. But Minji just laughed, clearly enjoying how flustered you were. She grabbed one of them and sneakily slipped it into your shopping bag. Your eyes widened. Oni, no, I don't want to buy it. She said, oh, come on, Ryan. She said while holding your hand while dragging you towards the counter. You rolled your eyes dramatically. A while later, Govind came back. His phone was in his hand and he was smiling like nothing happened. Finally, drove with my. How's the shopping going, girls? Minji gave her a fake sweet smile. Perfect. Bought exactly what you asked for. He smiled while you laughed, looking at both of them. The drive back home was peaceful. You leaned your head against the glass while holding the shopping bags in your lap, and you were feeling tired. When you finally reached home, you went straight to your room. First thing you did was kicking off your shoes. You then threw your shopping bags onto the bed with a sigh of relief. Oh, I got so tired. Just then, your eyes caught something on your side table. You frowned and walked up to the side table to see a neat and clean box with a silver ribbon tied around it. Your eyebrows furrowed. You slowly walked closer. What is this? You whispered to yourself. You picked it up and sat down on the edge of the bed and gently untied the ribbon. Inside the box laid a brand new iPhone. Your eyes widened. No way! It was the new model of the one that broke earlier. The latest iPhone 17 was shining perfectly under the light. There was also a small folded note attached to it. You opened it. It had neat handwriting. It said, I hope this will calm you down, princess. You blinked at the words, princess, you muttered while reading it again. A small smile tugged at your lips before you could stop it. You couldn't help it but think him. It is him, isn't it? Well, maybe he's not that bad. You muttered under your breath while feeling your cheeks heat up. At night, you were standing at the stove, the sleeves were rolled up to your elbows as you were stirring noodles in a small pot. You were humming softly when you suddenly heard slow footsteps behind you. You turned quickly, startled. Oh my god, you scared me. Cook was there, standing near the doorway with that usual half smile. Sorry, I didn't mean to. He pulled out a counter chair and sat down as he rested his elbows on the counter. Well, what are you making? You looked back at the pot. Noodles. Oh, by the way, did you like your new iPhone? You looked up at him. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I liked it. Glad you liked it. There was a moment of silence between both of you, but then suddenly you spoke. Hey, would you like to have some noodles? You asked while grabbing a bowl. If it is for free, then why not? He said, chuckling. You rolled your eyes dramatically and fetched out one more bowl for him. A few minutes later, you placed two steaming bowls of noodles on the counter. Jungkook picked up his chopstick immediately, tasting a bite. How's it? You asked him, moving the chopstick in your bowl to cool them down. Jungkook chewed the bite and looking up, he said, it is super good. Enjoy it. After a while, he set his chopstick down and looked at you seriously. Wyan, You hummed while looking at him. He cleared his throat and then spoke. Do you have a boyfriend? You blinked surprised. What? Why are you asking that all of a sudden? He shrugged, pretending it was nothing. Just casually, I mean, you are so beautiful, you must have one. You laughed awkwardly, looking at him. No, I don't have, hearing that Jungkook sighed. Good to hear. Your cheeks warmed. Why do you sound relieved? Because maybe you can start seeing someone now. Someone? You whispered millions of butterflies were fluttering into your stomach. He smiled faintly. Someone who already can't stop thinking about you. The world seemed to slow down and your breath hitched. You both looked into each other's eyes. Suddenly, you heard the quick footsteps approaching from the hallway. You immediately stepped back, flustered. I need to go. Your heart fluttered. You quickly stepped back and ran upstairs with your red cheeks. Behind you, Jungkook leaned against the counter. After a while, you were sitting on the edge of your bed staring at the shopping bag Minji had forced on you earlier. Why did she even buy this for me? You whispered. You hesitated again and again, picking it up, putting it down. Finally, you sighed, looking at it. Just for a second, I will see how I look in this. Then, sending pictures to Oni, you muttered to yourself and went to the mirror. As you slipped into it, you froze. Oh my, you murmured, looking at yourself. You were looking breathtaking. You started to click some pictures. Oh, Vani. You texted while sending photos to her. Meanwhile, downstairs, Minji was in the living room with Jungkook. Gobin was still on a late call. Jungkook, can you help me? My phone is acting weird. It keeps vibrating and I can't find where the notification sound is. She said, extending her mobile phone to Jungkook, who nodded. Yeah, sure. He replied while grabbing her phone. Minji smiled. Thanks, Jungkook. I'm going to take a quick shower. Just check it, she said, walking towards her room. Jungkook nodded and looked at the screen, but when the text vibration came, he froze. There were 8 messages received from name YN. The thumbnails flashed for a second before he instinctively tapped. His eyes widened and breath caught in his throat as the pictures filled the screen. You are looking breathtakingly beautiful. For a long moment he didn't move. His throat felt dry and a half-shy smile tugged at his lips. Then another message appeared. How do I look? You look beautiful. He typed back before he could stop himself. Upstairs, you were sitting on your bed waiting for your sister's reply when you saw the message pop up. Your brows furrowed. Huh? What does that even mean? You looked again at the contact number you had sent pictures to Minji. You frowned. What is wrong with her? Why she said like that? Before you could even process it, you heard a sound. You turned quickly, startled, and your eyes almost popped out seeing Jungkook. Your cheeks flushed. What are you doing here? You hissed, running to close the curtains. I sent those pictures to Minji, then how did you see that? She gave me her phone to fix it. Your cheeks burned with shyness. Your eyes widened. You just get out, you said. He shook his head while pouting like a little kid. Okay then. You blushed. You are insane. Now I can sleep peacefully, he said and then walked out. As he left, you fell back on your bed while covering your mouth with a pillow.